All right, family. Spreaker is up. Facebook is up. Everybody up. It's a great Kujichagulia morning. I got to get y'all prepared for what's going on tonight. So, we got folktales for grown folks. We're going to run through the folktale. Shouts out and good morning to CeeLo. How you doing? You got your glass? I want to first welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. She kind of on point this morning. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Of course, this is the heart of December. This is the Daily Toast. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Yes. Sister Revita's in the house. CeeLo's in the house. Brother Kwame's in the house. I got my water in the house. Drink your water. Lift them glasses up. Come on. Now, drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath. Drink. Drink. Now lift that glass and drink your water. Now lift that glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift that glass. Drink. Now move your body, drink some water. Now move your body, drink some water. Now move your body, drink some water. Now move your body. Drink. Now raise that glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise that glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink. One more time. Now take your breath and drink your water. Now take your breath and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now move your body, drink some water. Drink. I messed up. Who know what I left out? Drink. One more time. Let's try it again. Now take your breath and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Break down. Drink. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Drink it. Come on. We got 50 more seconds. We gotta finish. I gotta finish 2 bottles. I'm only on 1. Drink. One more. Come on. 30 seconds. That's right. Drink, breathe, move, toast. right, family, great morning to you. I thought I'd be sleeping this morning. I was up on the phone. I was on the Nashville call until about, we did about 4 hours yesterday. That shit was, I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, when you're doing this work, you start talking about one thing, then you start talking about another thing, then you start talking about another thing, and then everything starts to combine. Everything starts to combine. Thanks for the thumbs up. Make sure you like and as well as share, whether you're on Spreaker or whether you're on Facebook. For some reason, when I don't do shows, I get more followers on YouTube. I don't understand the logic of that shit. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, I got stuff uploading to YouTube, but the station that is loading up on YouTube, I ain't getting no people. But on this show that I'm not doing this on a regular basis, live like this, people coming on. So family, I want to thank every last one of you for getting up to join us as we toast the stars of the show, those personal ancestors, and for those that are new, and even those that are old. We have to always remind ourselves that this show was started so that we could salute those individuals that was closest to us, right? Those true ancestors for us. I mean, Malcolm X is great. Marcus Garvey is great. Harriet Tubman is great. You know what I'm saying? Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver. All those ancestors are great. But one of the things that I noticed that we was lacking in the community was a proper place and time to really, really get into saluting our family line. Because it's our family lines that connect us directly with the ancestors. And now that we're toasting them together, they connect us. They connect us. You understand what I'm saying? They bring us together every morning so that we can go and celebrate them, remember them, because we understand that in the African tradition, hell for an African is being forgotten. And we strive to never forget those who took the time to make sure that we were straight. We never want to forget those that encouraged, those ones that encouraged us. We never want to forget those that taught us, that bared with us while we learned to walk, and bared with us while we learned to run our mouths. Because some of us talk too goddamn much, right? So, you know, in the Nation Builder conversation last night, man, we went from talking about the Malcolm X Festival, the Malcolm X Flyer, all the way through to education, tied that shit up, and talked about a strategy to totally build. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, the first things first is that whole initiation piece. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we have to identify our borders. We have to. You know what I'm saying? Culturally, borders are not, we got to be clear that it's not just, I want to add Miriam Johnson. Okay, cool. Brother Shock is out there doing his thing. Family, I want y'all to listen to this, right? When we talk about establishing borders, right, we're not just talking about the physical borders, although we do need a physical border. What we also need to be talking about is those cultural borders that help us maintain who we are. Because right now, I'm seeing a lot of dark-skinned white people. I'm running into a lot of dark-skinned white people, young and old. They just don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because we forgot who we were. Because it was brought out in the conversation last night. And I never thought about it like this. Is that in the last 50 years, we have really become disconnected from our culture. I ain't just talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a certain time with some of the shit that's going on right now, not be allowed to be going on. I can remember, like I said, 1989 for me was the number. Another Summer, Sound of the Funky Drummer. It went from medallions and shit, Malcolm X shirts. Remember the shirts with the cartoon and the brothers with the locks and the bald heads, and you know what I'm saying? It went from that to niggas with attitudes. I'm just saying, right? We was under full attack. You know what I'm saying? Crack was just, I ain't gonna say ran because it had been around a while then, but it really became super available. And the thing that we have to understand, family, is that this crack, you know what I'm saying? When it hit, it enabled for everybody to get involved in the underground economy, because I'm old enough to remember when everybody, you couldn't just be a criminal. I mean, maybe I'm the only one in the room that can remember that, right? I want y'all to think about that. At one point in time in our community, you just couldn't be a criminal. There was rules to that shit. Everybody just couldn't get in. You know what I'm saying? If certain individuals found out that you was burglarizing in what they called their area, and you didn't have the proper permissions, oh shit, you would never steal again if you was able to do anything else again. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got to understand that it was a total full force attack. And we, you know, because we trying to fit in, and we thought everything was going good. You know what I'm saying? We thought, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I started noticing it around here. I noticed it. Shit, one day I walked in, had a cane. You know what I'm saying? Next day I came out, niggas had jerry curls. The medallions was gone. Everybody was talking about reality. I'm not rapping about that black shit. I'm rapping about reality. What's going on out here? I'm a new reporter. I'm just telling you what's going on out here. So, all right, so, but like I said, marvelous conversation. Shouts out to Sister Jill. We building. Everybody on your calendar, because what I'm blasting out today is a flyer. Brother, I think somebody under Gye-Nyame Journey put 1989 equals completion, plus completion. Disseminated, CeeLo says, decimated the black, decimated the black community. Decimated. You know what I'm saying? But that process, we got to understand. 1989 was when I possibly started noticing it. But the process for the disintegration of our community, because we got to understand this is long-term plans here. So we talking about at least the last 50 years. The last 50 years, we got to look back and see where we started letting go. I think this is Brother Shaka on Gye-Nyame Journey. Somebody on Gye-Nyame said, I watched Roxanne Rockshire, and when she was 14, she was rapping about crack. But that was inaccurate, I believe, because crack hadn't hit yet. They was talking about freebase. Now, y'all do remember that shit, right? Because before the crack era, there was the freebase era, because that was the generation before us, right? There was freebase, right? But a code of conduct is borders. Nigga, if you act like this, you can't be part of this. This is what Gye-Nyame is trying to bring back. This is what the journey is about. Establishing those borders, because before you had a land, you in a sense got to have those, because we can't afford to have the land and do those first. Now, I also posted something up within our discussion group. There was a video by a dark white man talking about false black power. So I want y'all to check that video out, and I put a little tidbit in there, because basically his whole piece was black power didn't grow with our political activity. It descended. And he started listing out all of these statistics about how we need to not focus on politics, and how we need to start focusing just on economic development. And the only issue that I have with the numbers and stuff that he's saying is that I hear him, but he's coming from an either-or paradigm. We have to deal, in order for us to resurrect, we got to use a both-and paradigm. You know what I'm saying? So politics and economics have to work hand in hand. Do you understand? So understand, I talk some of the political talk, and I talk some of the economic talk, because my piece is we need both and. They're not mutually exclusive. They're like the right hand The economics is like the right hand, and the politics is like the left hand. Both of them are necessary, and if one is missing, you are considered crippled. You understand what I'm saying? Because we did the straight economic piece, right? So we can look back on the lessons from us doing the straight economic, us pulling in together and doing the straight economics. We know how that turned out. But then also, family, in our lifetime, we have done the straight political shit. And we know that straight politics by themselves do not work. So we need a dual process. We need the both and process. We need to be able to work it from all angles, because when you go to war, you don't just go to war on one front. You prepare on all levels. CeeLo said code of conduct. Lost our code of conduct, how we treated one another. And I think this is brother Shaka. I'm working on Joe from Brooklyn Video. Oh, okay, because, hey, brother Shaka, one of mine, Shaka had somebody call in that was very Archie Bunkerish. You know, I might be dating myself. You know what I'm saying? But Archie Bunker is an apt description. If you ever seen All in the Family, somebody call in and took it all, tried to take the focus. He said, y'all problem ain't white folks, y'all problem is Jews. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He must not really understand that we look at them all as white. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, I'm like, yo. But hey, let's get ready for the night. All right, so we are on, here we go. Mercury and the Workman. I'm quite sure we did this one already. Some of these are starting to sound familiar. So this one is a little bit longer. Hold on. Sister CeeLo agreed with me. He was very Archie Bunkerish. You know what I'm saying? Calvin D. Kwame Kitchler. Brother Kwame says, from the most honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey to Claude Anderson and more, tell us how to build our economics, to build our politics, etc. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying they go hand in hand, because like I said, even when you look at Marcus Garvey's plan, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all economics. He was setting up governmental structures, right? Because politics, in a sense, protects economics, and economics protects politics. You know what I'm saying? Because politicians coming from our community without an economic base are waiting to be bought. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for them to be bought because, you know, there's no vested interest from their community as far as economically to keep shit running. And a community that's built economically without any political power is a place waiting to be plundered. You know what I'm saying? The politics protects that, because the politics is what motivates and activates the military. You know what I'm saying? The politics is what the military is loyal to, because the politicians that tell the military or the police force what they are supposed to be doing and what they are supposed to be protecting. So here we go. Mercury and the Workman. Maybe this might have an answer for us tonight. So this is for the discussion tonight, not for us to go into right now. Mercury and the Workman. A workman felling wood by the side of a river let his axe drop by accident into a deep pool. We definitely did this one. Being thus deprived of the means of his livelihood, he sat down on the bank and lamented his hard fate. Mercury appeared and demanded the cause of his tears. Oh, they changed it a little bit. After he told him his misfortune, Mercury plunged into the stream and, bringing up a golden axe, inquired if that were the one he had lost. On his saying that it was not his, Mercury disappeared beneath the water a second time and returned with a silver axe in his hand, and again asked the workman if it were his. When the workman said it was not, he dived into the pool for the third time and brought up the axe that had been lost. The workman claimed it and expressed his joy at his recovery. Mercury, pleased with his honesty, gave him the golden and silver axe in addition to his own. The workman, on his return to his house, related to his companions all that had happened. One of them at once resolved to try and secure the same good fortune for himself. He ran to the river and threw his axe on purpose into the pool, at the same place, and sat down on the bank to eat. Mercury appeared to him just as he had hoped he would, and having learned the cause of his grief, plunged into the stream and brought up a golden axe, inquiring if he had lost it. The workman seized it and greedily declared that it truly was the very same axe that he had lost. Mercury, displeased at his connivery, not only took away the golden axe, but refused to recover for him the axe he had thrown into the pool. So go and think on that one. That's going to be good. Some good discussion. Some good discussion. Some border building in there. Some education in there. Some character building in there. Some principles in there that we're going to be able to extract in our conversation tonight. Live on Folktale for Grown Folks at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at an internet near you. You know what I'm saying? At a mobile device near you. Right? You're going to be able to do it. You can tune in either on Spreaker or Facebook. And I might go on and drop something on YouTube. I don't know yet. So let's do this and get to the start of the show. Once again, save the date, March 19th, Malcolm X Festival. I will be posting a link where those individuals that want to help by donating, because we still got to raise funds, because we got some grand plans, but the grand plans can only work if we make it happen. Only work if we can make it happen. I had a dream last night that was supposed to be a nightmare, but because, I've been doing dream work for a little while, I was able to turn that nightmare into a motherfucker. It was, see, one of the things that I'm starting to understand too, family, we got to start doing some dream work. What do I mean by dream work? Because family, if we can't control our dreams, how are we going to control reality? I mean, your dream is your reality. And if that shit is just random, I'm just being honest with you. If that shit is just random, and you still running away from shit, you still fighting shit in your dreams, you still having shit that you can't control, you know what I'm saying? In some ways, family, our dreamscape demonstrates our reality to us. Totally out of your control. When in fact, you could take the wheel and still be able to get a message from the Creator. CeeLo says, for Wakanda without question, try telling your babies at the Millennium School this tale. It tickles to think how it might be received. Oh my God, think about that. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because and that has quite a twist. Hey Cleve. Yeah. Can you go turn the light off in this bathroom? This fan is on.
Yes, sir.
Cleve came home and started, we're going to see where this goes. He's starting his garden. Oh, okay. So, we're going to see how this goes, because Cleve is starting his garden. So, we trying to get those tomatoes. I'm on beets. He want to do some corn. He doing the square foot method, so it's going to be packed back there. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, like I said, so y'all get ready, because we're going to be having greens available to those that come to school. Y'all see my greens, right? Y'all see the greens. So young people going to be having the greens. We're going to have the ambrosia. Speaking of, I just brewed another batch. Yes, I did. Oh. Yes, I did. There you go. There you go. Just brewed another batch. This is the personal stash, right? I'm going to have the lemon lime and ginger, or I call it the Justice League, available. I'm going to have the red available. I'm going to have original available. I'm not going to have the Death Eater available for, it's kind of raised. I raised it as much as I could, but at the garden at the school, we're going to have raised beds and a whole Omar Anthony need that ambrosia. Okay, hey. But hey, listen, I'm about to get it. We about to do it. So check it out. Let's see. Oh, it's so young. It's so young and beautiful. Miss Ambrosia. Hey, so here we go. We're going to pour this. We're going to get to the stars of the show. Now, today, for those that don't know, it's the mighty Kujichagulia. So if you could, family, on the family timeline, if you would, please, post up some pictures or some ideas about Kujichagulia. Let the world know that everybody ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? We focused on, we activating those reticular formations, and we're going out here and we're going to find some Kujichagulia. Let me give you an example of unity that I had yesterday. I didn't take a picture of it. But Sister Tiandra came to the job because she's writing a book. I don't know if y'all remember the book that she's talking about. She came to the job and she said, Brother Tim, can you look over this book? You know what I'm saying? Oh my, going through the book, fantastic what she's putting together, a powerful piece, and it's going to be available on ebook. You know what I'm saying? And and it's like, boom, we seeing things work together. Family, listen, as we start calling on these ancestors, y'all gonna start noticing doors opening up in your life. That's going to be, it's crazy, because I'm telling you, just from the conversation last night and me waking up like, wow, it's 3:30. Damn, wow, I'm gonna go to sleep for another hour. But got up 4:30. Oh man, woo! Like damn, shit. It ain't nothing like a nation build a conversation. We getting it done. Then we got this work we got to do, far as the Malcolm X Festival. Then I got like we got family members with books coming out. We got family members that want to support the Ambrose. We got family members that's looking at the greens on the tower. They want to get the towers. We got the Malcolm X Festival coming up. We got the camping trip coming up. We got Queen Mother Moore Day or Marcus Garden. We got to decide. You know what I'm saying? We got all these holidays coming up and all this work that need to be done. And the beautiful part about it, that is happening like on autopilot. All we got to do is be true to who we are. All right, so here we go. Also, on the next prayer is going to be, it's going to be three of us. Myself, Brother Renee, and Sister Jill. We're going to have a panel. Of course, I'm going to be sending out, I'm waiting for a flyer. I'm blasting it out, because we're going to get the community up in there. Tony already told me he want me to set up the Spreaker station and possibly get Cleve there so that he could do some camera work. You know what I'm saying? So that we can go and make sure that we start letting people know that what we doing. So today is Kujichagulia. I'm not going to tell y'all what that is. If you don't know what that is, you need to get with us. If Navita is on, what book title was she referencing yesterday in the notifications? Okay. Navita, if you're on, let us know. The mighty principle today is justice. The color is indigo. Correspondence is the Hermetic Law. Shaka, I wanted to add me and Johnson Wilbur Longmore to the list. Oh, to the ancestor list. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Is that, you talking about to the ancestor list, Brother Shaka? I'm always on that. Sister Navita said, I can't remember what I said in the notification, sorry. Male energy today, male name, Kwabena, female energy, Abana. That's Miss Gina. Oh, snap. Yeah, Gina's project is due, and yeah. Cleve, I need a pen. You got a pen?
No.
Oh, you such a hater. All right, hold on, family. I need to get a pen so I can log this in. Nowadays, kids can do schoolwork and don't even need pens and pencils. This is incredible. How you do that? How you do schoolwork? No pens, no pencils. What's the day? Oh, you supposed to be working on Python this morning. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Inbox me to remind me. Also, we need a copy of the Kerner's report. I'm going to explain what the Kerner's report is while I'm going through here and looking at who you said we need to add to the list. I want to add them to the list so I can get them today. What did you say? What did you send that to? Is that in? Can someone access? See how this is working? This Kujichagulia and Unity. Inbox me and remind me. Old timers effect. Can someone access the Kerner's report? All right, hold on. All right, so Brother Shaka's adding. Got to be up on this because it's my job. See, people laughing about it now. But one day I'm gonna be able to do this show from a restaurant that one of our family members own in a district where we control the politics, as well as all the corner stores, and maybe even own the neighborhood. See, speak it and it shall be. And that'll be one of many. Because I might be like, I don't want to do it in this neighborhood no more. I'm going to another one of our neighborhoods. And Edith Catney. All right, got it. Let me get you up off of there. All up on my screen, all big. You know. All right. So, all right, here we go, family. First toast in the crib. Ooh, look at those bubbles. Y'all probably can't see that. The light ain't good. Look at that. It's live as hell. Well, live as heaven, huh? Both of them live. I told y'all the story about heaven and hell, right? I told y'all the story. The difference between heaven and hell. Here's a quick story for you. It was a guy, and he deeply meditated every day. All right? He wanted to know the secrets, the difference, the secrets of heaven and hell. So every day he meditated. For years and years he meditated. And one day, an ancestor popped up to him, said, I'm going to show you the secrets to heaven and hell. So he put him in the cosmic elevator, took him up deep within himself. And what he found that in heaven, it was extremely clean. It was beautiful. And people were having a good time. And he walked into a room. And they were sitting around having a feast. And at the table, everybody, well first, my fault. Let me reverse. He took them to hell first. He took them down to hell, or took them within into the hell, right? And he got off the cosmic elevator, went down to hell, and it was terrible. It was messed up. He heard people crying and gnashing of teeth, and everybody was sitting at a banquet table, and they was sitting around this big, beautiful table, and people was crying because food was there, and the dude couldn't understand why are they crying in front of this food. And he noticed that everybody's elbow was backwards. So every time they scooped up something and tried to put it in their mouth, it failed, and and the table would constantly clean itself, and this was hell. And they they tried to feed themselves, and they couldn't reach. Food falling. And the ancestor looked at the man and said, this is the secret of hell. The man said, wait, I don't understand. He said, well, maybe you will when we get on this elevator, and I take you up to heaven. So he takes them to heaven. And they get off the elevator, and they walk, and they see that everything is clean, but it looks sort of familiar. And he hears people having a good time. They partying and they kicking it. They having a good time. The conversation is rolling. And he walk into a banquet hall. And the banquet hall looked just like hell. With a big table just like in hell. And everybody is smiling and happy. He said, well, okay, I can dig this. But he's noticed that everybody's elbow was backwards. But they wasn't crying because they would scoop up the food and they would feed the person next to them. So everybody was eating and everybody was able to point and say, I want this and I want that. And they was working together. So the secrets to heaven and hell are the same secrets to building a nation. Either we work together or we grieve together. Choice is yours. Man went back, had the secrets to heaven and hell, and got busy in his community. All right, here we go. So we lift up the glass and we send out shots to the Creator by whatever. Oh, my fault, Sister Navita. Possible movie in the future, New Jack City, the introduction to crack cocaine in the black community. What did it do to our community, and what do we do about it? Exactly what we're doing. We lift up our glass to the Creator, or whatever name you choose to call it, Creator. We call that energy into the room. We call that energy into us. We recognize it around us. We lift up our glass. And you know what we say, family? We say, that's right, I say, from there, family, we move on to the stars of the show. Right? We move on to our personal connection with our first ancestor, which is the Creator. We move on to our direct link. You know what I'm saying? The main line. We call on those ancestors. So, without any further ado, Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, John Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Armin Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Pet Maya Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Epworth, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullen, Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks, Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss J. Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McQuaid, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Eric Randleman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Mel Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, let me say that right, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Baxter, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vimy Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey London Ohio, Frank Runston Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Brother Renee added to his list Joe Davis. Sister Jill, Brother Allende added Timothy Butler. Amatu Noor Ibrahim salutes John Dewey and Ruth Beard. Brother Shaka added Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, and Edith Catney. Brother Nubis added to his list Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles. Sister Tiandra added Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr. And Sister Tiandra, I already have your SCOBY ready. Brother Deshaun salutes his mother. Jennifer Sensabaugh added to my list Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons. Sister Aisha salutes Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, and David Brown. Miss Ford salutes Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Herbert, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson. Dr. Wilkinson salutes Dan Wilkinson Sr. Sister Jackie salutes Emma McClendon. We added to the community list Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure. Sister Madonna salutes Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, her mother and father. Sister Cynthia salutes Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, Georgia Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. CeeLo salutes Archie Beck, Anna McGill. She added that to her list. Brother Santana and Aunt Becca. Elder Greg Arnold salute Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed. Sister Shelley I salutes Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, and Mother Gibson. Brother Quabanon Nixon salutes Alex Nixon. Elder Bowie salutes John Bowie. Elder Cedric salutes Lester and Rachel Sanders. Janelle Ross salutes Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes. Elder Ori Pianki salutes Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott. Charles Stevenson salutes Vivian Stevenson. Cassandra Holloway salutes Mona Ann. Elder Phyllis salutes Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison. Sister Inya salutes Margaret Towns, Mary Williams. Sister Heather salutes Leroy Q. Heath Sr. Baton Capshaw Moore salutes Albert Moore. And Yeye Motley salutes Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, and Erlington Houston. Oh, Wilbert Longmire. So they recently died. Miriam Johnson, Edith Catney, and Wilbert Longmire. Saluting those recent ancestors. We ask you to wake up. Find your place. Find your family. And we will make sure to light the way with our libations every day. You will not be forgotten. You are now on the eternal list. All right? So, family, we lift up our glass to those ancestors. We say Ashe. Because of time, we salute the now, which we already ran through. We know what the day is. We know what we're supposed to be looking for. Right? We activate those reticular formations. Hit that principle of the day. We move from there. We salute, toast the future, our children's children, on to infinity, because that's our responsibility. And we're building for them, not for us. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to live in what our ancestors built for us. We have to take that and parlay that into something for our children. So we leaving legacies. We lift it up and we say Ashe. From their family, we salute all of our relations. We say Ashe. And last but not least, family, I toast you. And I pray that your day will be as beautiful and as powerful and as magnificent as you are. And as usual, we say Ashe. Ashe. You hear that bell-like thing? That means that I am high on that ambrosia today. That means that ambrosia is high up in the bottom, right? So we lift up our glass, and I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Lord have mercy, this is young. Ooh. Got a little tingle to it. Ain't nothing like when a family come together. My God. God damn. Listen, I like the ambrosia when it's young. I like it when it's old. Oh my God. You still taste the honey. Young honey be gone by near. All right. So family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. God damn it, anime. Get together, girl. There you. Mythic animals, man. I would not suggest that anybody take care of mythic animals. Once again, I want to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Better woke up. This is a Heart of a Simple production. You know it's the Daily Toast. I swear to God, we got the only weed smoking lion. I don't understand. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of the Afro-Central Warriors, just to let y'all know. You know, playing the old soundtrack. Alright? But hey, I was blessed, so I'm going to bless y'all. You know, some of y'all don't think it's a blessing. Others, you know. Alright, family, like and share. I am out. Peace. Alright, Spreaker, we out.